Alright. So I know I've been late to cover the Maip TLC that primordial tyrants is done, but here I am. I've just spent a lot of time editing this, so here we go. Starting off with the build. Okay, starting off with the build, for the passive we're gonna have hemorrhage. Um, Claw attacks cause hemorrhage, which decreases bleed healing rate by 10%. I'm reading this off another screen, by the way. So yeah, we have that. And for the buff, personally, I like to do the acceleration buff, one and a half times acceleration speed, and I do that just so I can and just so I can get up to speed a lot faster instead of just like having the long Haptogopteryx the long Haptogopteryx like acceleration, if you know what I mean, which is horrendous. And for bite, uh, um, for a lot of things I use Vampiric, which like has a longer cooldown, 4 seconds, but also heals a lot and does more damage. But in some cases where I need to like increase my damage per second, I will go Sanguine Bite, like just the base one. It does less damage, but can be spammed, like the claw. And for the senses, we're gonna go for Taste for Blood, where you gain 10% increased attack damage when attacking targets marked with hemorrhage. It's pretty good because like almost all of your attacks do hemorrhage. For claws, there's actually a lot of options, and some of them are pretty good. For a lot of things, I do claw attack and charge claw attack, like just the stock standard ones. But in some cases where like you need to bleed out something, detonate is also pretty good. Like when you stack a lot of bleed, and then you can just and then you can just convert it all to raw damage. It's pretty good. Yep. And for hide, it depends on what you're fighting. Because like if you're fighting small dinos, especially like bleeders, then resilient hide is better. Increases bleed and venom resistance. That's good. But if you're fighting bigger dinos, then I would go for dense scales. Receive up to 25% reduced damage from heavier opponents. But this is the reason why I don't use dense scales for smaller dinos. It's this last bit. And takes up to 12.5% increased damage from lighter opponents. That's why I don't use dense scales for smaller opponents. And for backlimb, there's two options. Like and change them in between. Although pretty sure there's better options. I usually go Bated Breath or go Bated Breath while walking, gain 25% stamina recovery, and Gritted Talent, gain 2 times acceleration after being hit with an attack for 2 seconds. Like this goes well with the acceleration buff I already have, like just in case like you need to really get into speed. Now for tail, this isn't even a question. This isn't even a question. Go juke, go juke. Rapidly turn to face behind you and change your direction. Like it is so good. It opens a lot of doors for like surprise attacks. It's really good. Now for calls, there's two. Lamenting Howl increases the attack of all Mega Raptors in your group within 30 meters by 10% for 1 minute. That time part is a lie. Like the buff is usually on for like 20 to 15 seconds. It is not 1 minute, but the cooldown's pretty fast. And the other one's Frenzy. Lowers nearby creatures outside of group's bleed heal rate by 50% for 40 seconds and increases Maip's lifesteal duration by 50% for 60 seconds. Yeah, this is fits well when you're in a when you're trying to bleed something out. Like you can decrease the amount de- decrease the amount of time it takes your opponent to fully heal, which goes in well with detonate, and you also have a buff to how long he can heal from a bite. So yeah, it's good to go vampiric. All right, what's coming next is just it's just a bunch of fights. Don't like expect anything to be like organized, like what I did with the Allo video. Don't expect anything like that. I'm just gonna put in random PvP footage I have of it. So yeah.